Welcome back to New Zero Land. So in my last video I mentioned that I put down a deposit on a Lightning and I'm really excited about it. So let's talk about it. Okay, so Lightning Motorcycles is a small company in California run by Richard Hatfield. This guy has so much passion for motorcycles, for renewable energy. He basically wants to save the world but have fun doing it. So obviously he wanted to make electric superbikes. Over the years they went racing, they set records. They ended up making the fastest production bike in the world, the LS218, which got its name for going 218 miles per hour. You've probably seen videos of people getting really scared riding it.
Full throttle!
According to Richard, if you're going 100 miles per hour and you pin the throttle, it'll do a wheelie. So right now Lightning sells 3 models. The LS218 with 200 horsepower. That one's about $39,000, but if you want something with even more power, there's the LS218RR. Not a whole lot is known about this bike, but apparently it has 250 horsepower. That one's close to $70,000, but it has basically the biggest battery you can get and carbon fiber everything. And the third model is the Strike, which is coming out soon. This is the one I ordered, mostly because I don't have $39,000, and I don't think 100 mile per hour wheelies are really necessary for me, as fun as that would be. Obviously all their bikes are electric, but imagine the LS218 is a liter bike and the Strike is a 600. And the LS218RR is like an H2. A Lightning actually raced against an H2 once. Anyway, you've got 3 variations of the Strike. The Strike S, the standard version, is only $13,000, which makes it the cheapest electric sport bike you can buy. So the standard version has 90 horsepower and 180 foot-pounds of torque, which is insane. The battery is a 10 kilowatt hour pack, so the range would be similar to my Zero, probably about 70 miles. But since that's the smallest battery, it's also the lightest of the Strikes, weighing around 455 pounds. Since this is the cheapest one, all the fairings are plastic, and it has just the basic charging, so it's got a 3.3 kilowatt AC charger. Basically one of these TC chargers, so it probably takes about 3 hours to charge. Next we have the Strike ML, which stands for mid-level. This one's $17,000, and it has basically everything that the standard version has, but this one has a 15 kilowatt hour battery, so it bumps your range up over 100 miles. And finally, the Strike Carbon Edition, the best of the best. This one's 20 grand, but it has everything. Öhlins suspension, Brembo brakes, carbon fiber fairings, 30-minute DC fast charging, a motor with 120 horsepower, and a 20 kilowatt hour battery. That makes it the biggest battery in any production electric bike. A 20 kilowatt hour battery means you can get a realistic 150 miles of range at highway speeds, so potentially 200 miles if you're in traffic. So let's say you're on a budget and you wanted the standard version, but you also want DC fast charging. Well, you can get that as an add-on for $1,500 more. So then your standard Strike would get up to 14.5 grand, but it would charge in half an hour. That's still cheaper than a Zero SR, and it's the cheapest DC fast charging bike available. The one I'm getting is the Carbon Edition. And I know $20,000 is a lot of money, but I really wanted a DC fast charging bike because in New Zealand the infrastructure is all DC. And so once you get the standard one and add on DC charging, it's only an extra 5 grand to get Öhlins, Brembo, more power, and twice the battery size. So, and carbon fiber fairings, which I love carbon fiber. So it just didn't really make sense to get anything else. Carbon's the best. And you may be asking, why Lightning? Why not Energica or Zero? I mean, your YouTube channel is called New Zero Land. Energicas are great. They've got all the same high-end components. They have DC charging, similar price, but they're heavy. They're like 100 pounds heavier. And it comes down to styling too. I like the Strike more, and that's really the most important part. The Strike is also belt drive, so it's a lot quieter. Energicas are really loud, and I hate cleaning chains, so I'm really happy Lightning went with the belt. The Strike also has a wireless key fob instead of an actual key. Welcome to 2019. So what about Zero? What about New Zero Land? I'm still keeping my Zero SR. I mean, it basically belongs to my wife now. She kind of stole it to ride to work. I have to borrow it for weekends, so I need a second bike anyway. And I'd love to stay with the Zero brand because that was my first electric motorcycle, and it was actually my first electric vehicle. But Zero just isn't making the bike that I need. I need DC charging, I need more range, and the SRF was cool, but it just wasn't enough. On paper, the Strike is the most perfect bike I can imagine. It's a sport bike, it's electric, it has the range and charging and everything else that makes it a bike I would never need to upgrade. Like, this could potentially be the last bike I'd ever want to buy. But I have to ride it first before shipping it all the way to New Zealand sight unseen, or ride unridden. So I'll keep you guys posted over the next couple months of me ordering a Lightning. And in the meantime, I have a bunch of road trips planned on the Zero. I'm going to do some more charging tests and I guess challenges. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.